So, how are you, sir?
Yeah, I am good. I'm well, and thank you for asking. What about you?
Yeah, I'm also doing great. How do you enjoy your English life?
I'm doing the same thing, like watching videos and reading books and
Uh,
speaking sometimes with tutor, or if any chance I get to speak with somebody, so I speak. So this is how I am spending learning.
okay, okay. And what are the improvement that you can see now on you?
Improvement is that the main part that I am focusing is now on phrases and vocabulary. So every day I learn new words and vocabulary, and I repeat them whenever I get time. I repeat them because I tend to forget whatever I have read in the morning. I learn some new words or phrases. When by the time in the evening I just forget, then I have to repeat it. So that's what I
Okay,
am doing, and sometimes I get to use all those words or phrases, so I do. So I think that
okay,
earlier I was not using them, but nowadays I can use them. So you tell me,
okay. That's really lovely, sir. Yeah.
how is your journey going on? And particularly, I just want to know about you that I know that you are a student. Uh, have you taken the exam, the 12 plus 12 final exam this year?
No, sir. I have finished my 11th exam, and after 1 or 2 weeks, I'll be promoted into 12th.
Okay, okay. So next year you will be okay. Take the plus
Yeah,
12 exam. I thought that recently this 12 class exam completed. So I was
yeah.
thinking that you might have taken the exam. So I was thinking.
No, sir. Yeah, but this year I have to, perform on that exam, 12th exam. It's really necessary exam for me.
Yeah. So
Oh,
yeah. So you are going to tell me your journey of what how you are using your time in learning spoken English.
yeah. I'm enjoying my time a lot. I want to improve my English with funny way. Like in this time, I'm doing the conversation only, but I want to spend more time for English. But I don't get much time. But I'm trying to, separate some time for English. Like whenever I travel, I try to think everything in English. That's why I think that will improve my English also. So those are the things that I am doing. But everything is as usual. Like I'm having conversation and I upload them on my channel, so like this type of thing. So in this time want I want to talk to you a lot of things like about English. Like in this time afraid of uh, students are afraid of learning English. They don't want to speak English because they think that if they want to speak English, then they have to know a lots of grammars, they have to know phrases and a lots of things. They afraid of multiple things. So what's your opinion? What are the most important thing to be? So tell me something. How to be fluent? Like in this time, learners want to improve English, so they think that they have to improve their grammar also. So what do you think? Like without grammar, can we speak or not?
Yeah, that is a very good question. Actually, even I was under the impression that if I have to speak English fluently, I need to learn grammar very well. That was the impression that I had. So I always try to learn grammar, particularly all these things like part of speech, and then these tenses particularly, and then agreement of verb with subject. But later I found that even without knowing them very well, you can speak English, because I have seen the street boys, sometimes they are speaking English very well, but they haven't gone to any school, but still they are speaking. So how? Because they have learned they have listened to the people speaking English, and that's how they have pick up the language. So I think the main part of learning spoken English is to speak. The more you can speak, then you learn. So how can you speak if you don't know the language? So you have to learn first. So when you learn, then you'll get to know how the people are speaking, the way. So that's how you practice. But
Yeah.
the main question is whether grammar is required or not. But I think yeah, we we do not need to know the whole lot of grammar, but there are some thing we should know. Particularly, what I believe
Yeah.
that tense is very much required, because if we
Yes.
don't know
Yes.
about tense, then how can we make sentences about the past or the future things or the present? When I'm going to say something about the past, I have to know how to use it in the past tense, and when I'm going to
Yes.
something that will happen in future, that is also required. If I don't know the tenses, I cannot make sentences. So yeah, this is required. But there are other things like agreement with verb, with the subject. So sometimes people do speak without knowing these things, but that goes, there is not much difference it makes. And but when it comes to tense, I think it is very much required.
Yes, sir. You are absolutely correct. Because if we want to speak English, then tense is important. It's without tense we can't speak. We can say, like, if we don't know what is present, what is past, and what is future, so how will we make sentence? So tense is important, and I think we all know that there are three part of learner, like beginner, intermediate, and advanced. And those are in the beginner level. Then they have to know grammar a little bit, because by listening we can speak. Because whenever we listen any English content, then we know what they are saying, but when it comes to when it comes to speak, then it is very hard for us to speak. So that's why first of all we need to know little bit of tense for the beginners. And those who are in intermediate level, if they speak and listen, then they can improve their English day by day. So that's why I think tense is also a little bit important. And first of all, without speaking we can't speak. It is you can say, mm, real truth, like that. And when we speak, the problem, the very problem which is coming is confidence. We need to improve our confidence a lot, because in this time we have attached with a lots of phobia, like we attach of, we are afraid of camera. We have camera phobia. We can't speak in front of camera. And whenever we speak in front of camera, then we get scared, and we always feel hesitation. We don't try to speak. So we have to remove this type of phobia, and we have to speak. And I think if anyone, any beginner, or if I'm talking about beginner, if any learner who is in the beginner level wants to improve their English, then he have to, or he or she have to, know, she have to improve their confidence little bit, as well as they have to know a little bit of grammar. Then they can speak English. So what do you think, if anyone want to be a great speaker, not only great, a perfect speaker, then what is important? Like, can they be a great speaker without 3 months or 4 months? What do you think? Like, you have, because I'm talking to you this type of thing, I'm searching a person like you, like you have a great experience on that, because you are doing conversation for a long time. So you can say, what do you think? Because if anyone, any learner, know everything about grammar, like they know tense, voice, letters, and anything, they know a lots of phrases and idioms. And is it possible for him or her to speak fluently? Or if she or he speak regularly, can they be fluent without 2 or 3 months? Or experience also depend? What do you think?
I think that in order to speak fluently, the main thing is to practice. We have to speak. Even if we know grammar and everything well, but if we don't practice and if we don't speak, we will never be able to speak fluently. And I know
Yeah.
this because it has happened to me. Because as I told you earlier, that I was under the impression that if I know grammar or vocabulary, so I would be able to speak English very well. But when I tried in practical life, but it did not go well. So what happened that when I learned vocabulary, grammar, etc., I could write. I can write now very well because I am in practice writing all these things at my office work also. So I have the confidence that I would be able to write whatever comes in my way if there is anything that I have to put in record. But when it comes to speaking, I found that no, I can't speak because I am not in practice while it comes to speaking. So initially, I found it very difficult to speak. And as you said, the when we face the camera, we become a bit shy to face the camera. It also happened with me. And initially, when I started taking classes, I was very reluctant to come before camera, and I was very nervous. But gradually, when I get used to it, when I got used to it, so gradually I got the confidence, and I know that I am learning, so I would make mistake. There is no doubt about it. So I took it as a normal thing to make mistake, and I went on to practice day after day. So after doing classes for many days, I gained confidence, and now even though I know that still there are so many mistakes I make, but still I have the confidence. I face the camera, I face the tutor, whoever it may be, it does not matter. So that is why it happened. But there are something that we need to do. As you said, it better speaker. So how to? So there are something that when I speak, we need to make eye contact, and our posture should be in normal one. It is not like that I am hesitating or I am a bit nervous. The confident person, eye to eye contact, and while speaking, most of the time we take pauses and ooh, all these sounds we make. Still, I am making. We have to take care of all these things to become a very good speaker. And the modulation, the how what to say intonation. I think that the speech should go up and then go down whenever it is required. It shouldn't be like when we speak. It should not be like that one robot is speaking. You know the robot, how the robot speak. So
Yeah.
it should be it will look nice. So that's what all the things that we need to take care of. And when it comes to vocabulary, you know that every day we get to see new words. New words are coming up from every corner of this world. So we have to pick up and we have to make ourselves aware or familiar with all those words so that we can, when we speak with other people, if they use it, we may know what they are saying. So that's how we can make progress.
Okay, okay. I got it, sir. So I think we have to practice, and practice makes man perfect. We have to practice, and definitely our mission will succeed. So in this time, if I talk about learners, those who are in English medium, they can speak English. Why? Their environment in related to English, they have to speak English. That's why they can speak. So if I talk about the learners of government school, so they can't speak English. So what are the things that they should follow to be fluent? Like they don't know why English is important. Okay, they are studying in their mother tongue, so they never think about English. So actually when I was a learner, child, then I didn't know what is the importance of English. But in this time, those who can afford it, that they can teach their children in a English medium school, so the learners also know how important English is. That's why they are practicing English from their childhood. They always speak English. Every single sentence they try to speak in English. I've seen many speaker, you know who say that, who says that if you want to be fluent, then you have to speak and you have to listen English. Okay, they say that because whenever we speak our mother tongue, we don't face any hesitation. We can speak fluently. We are, are into this. We can speak like that. If we listen English, then we can also speak. They are saying like that. So what do you think? It is totally correct or wrong? Because because we are learning, because my mother tongue is Bengali, so I can speak Bengali fluently. Why? I'm listening Bengali from my childhood. Like whenever when I born, then from that time I am learning grammar, because it takes a lots of time, huge time. Like almost I'm just 17, then 17 years time to be fluent in. So what do you think? By listening, can we improve our English also? What's your opinion?
Yeah, definitely. Listening is a major part when you learn spoken English, because without listening you don't know how to speak it. You know that thus you can read a sentence if you read a book, but when you speak with others, you don't know how to speak, because you have not listened to these things. You haven't seen the people how they are speaking. If you don't listen to them, so listening part is a major part. And as you rightly say, that when we grew up from our childhood to the younger, when we become young, so we have all along been listening to our mother tongue, and we are speaking in our mother tongue only, and that's how we have become fluent. But do you know, and as you know, that even though we are speaking fluently in our mother tongue, but we are making a lot of mistake, is not it? We are making a lot of mistake
Yeah,
while speaking our mother tongue, but we don't care about this. We don't feel
yes,
shy. But when it comes to English, that is our mindset, that when we speak English, we think that, oh, we are making mistake and we are afraid of speaking. But that should not be the
yeah,
case, because when you speak, you
yeah,
make mistake. This is the normal thing. And as you said, that this government school, because they don't get the environment to speak in English, so when they are speaking with the co-students in school, they don't speak, and they don't listen others speaking in English. So that's why, so they don't listen to others speaking English, and they are not speaking themselves. So how can they speak English in later part of their life? So they have to learn specially taking a course like this. So that is the main thing, that we have to listen, and then we have to practice, and
yeah.
to increase your vocabulary, you have to read.
Okay. So those who are in this type of school, they have to purchase their, um, like they have to join any coaching, or they can learn English separately, because they are not getting, because to have an environment, it is very hard in a community school, I think. So if they are dedicated, then they can, because in this time, those who wants to improve their English, they can, because they have to work hard separately, and definitely they can. I was thinking to talk to you for a long time, because I want to know, because you have a good experience, so you know that what is the importance of listening, what is the importance of speaking. So I was thinking that, because I have seen many speaker who says that listening is important. So what is the importance of listening? That's why I get to know that is listening is important, but whenever we speak, then we may make mistake in my mother tongue also, because we don't care. But you have told me that we don't care, but whenever we speak in English, then we think that that mistake I have done, so it is very hard, so we have to take care of that. But we don't have to think about our mistake. We have to think that what are the improvement that I am doing. So we have to always focus on our improvement graph. So definitely day by day our English will improve, and we'll be fluent in English one day, and we have to work on that. So that are the way to fluent. So thank you, sir.
Yes, but one here I just want to add one thing, that
Mm.
when we are practicing, we have to practice with those person who knows very well, is not it?
Yeah,
Because uh, as I told you, that it is inevitable. We will make mistake when we will speak, but the person that you're speaking to will point out where you are making mistake and how to make it correct. So that's how you can improve. And if you don't get somebody to correct your English, so you will be speaking. If you are making any mistake, you will be continuing to make the same mistake again and again, because nobody has
yeah,
pointed you out that you are making mistake in the particular sentence or words like that. So that is very much important if you want to improve your English. uh, I believe is that whenever we speak to somebody who are better than us and who can make us, who can point out the mistakes, so that will going to improve our English, and that's what the tutors make us uh, better person, better version of ourselves in case of
Yeah. Yep. And thank you so much for this information. So
yeah, yeah.
it was really mind blowing talking to you, sir.
Yeah, I have found you that you are very an interesting boy, and you are always very much serious about learning this language. I have seen some of the videos, and you make. I mean, you have spoken with other YouTubers also. So yeah, you
Yeah.
a really great job. And since you are very young and a long of a long years ahead of you, so you will definitely become a very good speaker. Because when I was of your age, I could not speak a sentence. So you are doing very great at this age. So definitely there is no doubt that you are going to improve and you will become a very good speaker. And thank you for your endeavor in this direction. I wish all the best of you for this.
Yeah. 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 Go on, sir.
Bye. Good night.
Bye. Take care, sir.
Thank you.